Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. To make a long story short, the Uvalde shooter, when I saw him, I guess he was walking into court, he looked like Anakin Skywalker. Okay? Now this is significant. Let's start coupling things together and let's look for the patterns here. Because the government is like a bunch of mass murdering serial killers, working together, right? It's like business making a killing, right? They make a killing. So what happened in the shooting? Why does one shooter look like Anakin Skywalker, hair and everything, except for shorter or something. And one of the shooters at St. Francis, right? St. Francis, Christian, Catholic kind of theme. Hospital, right? I'm a brain surgeon's son. I bring this up all the time in my videos. Son of two doctors, two. Okay, and I'm not bragging or something, Keep in mind they change my voice. They do all kinds of stuff. I have 22 witnesses to the psyop against me. Now, it's very clear that they're like, hey, we want you to act like, what they would say as a disparaging word, for black people. They want me to act a certain way. And they fume me and poison me. I'm not doing what they say, they're editing my videos and they're using technology to make it harder for me to express myself. Now let's look at the facts here. They want you to believe that I'm gay. When Nigeria, last I checked, had less than 1% approval rating of homosexuality. So keep that in mind when you look at the picture on the screen and you see how he has a certain look in his eyes. It's like an attempt to stigmatize African masculinity. A lot of people have known this for a long time, celebrities and otherwise. They've been saying there's an agenda to, emasculate the black man first and foremost, right? When you think about masculinity in popular culture, say the black man has the biggest so-and-so, and I don't care who has the biggest dick, what I'm saying? But they say that, and so they say, oh, there's toxic masculinity. And they describe black people as hyper-masculine. So when you see this shooting, it was there to stigmatize a black martial artist first and foremost, okay? But in this case, martial artists who aren't with the gender-neutral kind of liberal movement and aren't conservative or in the police or military, okay? Authentic, right? They came out with the black identity extremist argument before they took a step back, but they wanted people to know that they're playing some kind of sick devil game where they go after the black identity extremists. So going back to, the Anakin Skywalker look, the Elliot Rodgers look, okay, of the first guy. So Elliot Rodgers talked about love, okay? He was also somebody who acted up and tried to shoot a bunch of people and so on and so forth and killed some people and so on and so forth, okay? And this guy in court, okay, looked like Anakin Skywalker, the guy in the shooting at the elementary school, okay, Uvalde and a certain road that I make videos on all the time, okay, have shared wordplay. That is key here too. Now some people say, oh, this is conspiracy. If it's a conspiracy theorist, you explain to me why I've been talking about focused moral intensity this whole time, okay, trying to get the message out in various ways. And people in Morgan Hill, for whatever reason, many of these people know that I'm telling the truth on that issue for sure. Many of them are gang stalkers who know that they're supposed to target me. Okay, Morgan Hill, California. You tell me I was talking about that, and then all of a sudden, during a key point in my political activism, really social, really religious activism, this guy does a shooting looking like, with the same look in his eyes as I have in some of my pictures. Okay, well, I won't say the same look, but a similar look, right? It's on the screen. And then right now they're fuming me to make it harder to speak. So this has nothing to do with me. Why are there 22 witnesses to the psychological operation against me? Why are they running a psychological operation if they don't think it's important, right? Hello, you know what I'm saying? Why do they try to pretend that I'm gay? Why do they fume and poison me and change my shape and my voice? Why do they edit my videos with witnesses? Okay? Why does that guy look like Anakin fucking Skywalker when I talk about Horus the Skywalker, Sky Walking, Sky Law King? Why is breaking news an anagram for B Raw King? Okay, and they say, oh, there's no connection there. There is a connection because the news has to do with mentalities and states of mind. Government, ment meaning mind, like in the word mental. When they're making it hard for me to fucking articulate, they pretty much have conceded my key points at least. You know, there's no viable counter arguments. Why don't you just say, hey, you know, you're wrong about that, and this is why X, Y, and Z? Because they can't, because I'm right. You know? And even for good measure, I took an online test for schizophrenia. For good measure, it came out negative. And schizoaffective and bipolar disorder. And psychosis. Negative. No mental illness. But 22 witnesses means it's positive for psychological operation. And they're making it harder for me to articulate myself. So what is your counter argument? I have thousands of videos, and by now I have at least several dozen videos, if not 100 or so, where I say, where is your counter argument? They have nothing. 42 subscribers at this point, and they have nothing. Why, when I have a top martial arts challenge, and I've had this channel for quite some time, why do I only have 42 subscribers? When no one can beat me at martial arts? Think that's not indicative of something? Imagine you're the master detective and you think I'm wrong about this. You'd have to be one stupid son of a bitch. Think about it. I guess America is one big vagina afraid to do the basic, decent thing when in virtue means man, and to tell the truth about this and to rally to the most righteous person that ever lived, me, and I've proven that. See my video that says proof positive that I'm Christ. Proof positive. 380,000 churches in America. And I have a video called Proof Positive that I'm Christ. These people are going to sit there with a thong on going, he's like ranting and like he's like got disorganized thoughts, like the thing PSYOP units fucking try to induce in you so they can say you're crazy when you have something important to say, and when your brain searches something, there's no point in doing it, but they're still doing it, and I'm going to pretend that they're right. Right, it's fucking retarded. I'll tell you. The facts are clear. I am the top. And anyone who would say otherwise is part of the spirit of bitch-ass motherfuckers that I have stopped from even being a man. Because when God challenged them and said, are you man enough to obey God through the top martial arts ever? They said, no, I'm a bitch. Okay? That's simple.